Nope. That's right.
What's good, everyone? How y'all doing? What's sizzling? It's your fave frustrated creative Sholay signing in for another video. How y'all doing? What's up? Thank you so much for your support over my videos. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Y'all have a special place in my heart. Thank you so much. We really doing well. We started how many months ago? Wow, y'all the real ones. Thank you so much. And remember, I'm going to be having a giveaway at the beginning of next year, so look out for that. We pray we make it to our goal, but either way, I'm still gonna give back to y'all because I appreciate everything you guys have been doing to help this channel grow, and just in general, from the sharing to the liking to the subscribing to the commenting. We love the engagement. Thank you guys so much. If you're new to my channel, hi, hello, hola, my name is Sholay and this is my creative entertainment channel. I post social, cultural, and movie commentary. Now let's just jump into this video. I've noticed some of y'all have been saying that I talk really fast in my videos. I really don't think so, but I will try to start slowing down. Just a little key point before we jump into the video. But yeah, anyways. So I've been noticing this kind of trend, especially in the rap industry, where we push this certain look, agenda, lifestyle that can be quite problematic if you really look at the trends over the years. And what I'm talking about is aesthetic culture. Now, it might not be so noticeable to the eye, but if we start to look at the different subcategories, you'll get what I'm saying. Now, I'm going to be breaking down this so-called aesthetic culture into 3 subcategories: lifestyle, clothing, and music. A lot of the time, the kind of lifestyle that's perpetuated in aesthetic culture is the look of going through struggle, of going through hard times, being part of the hood, having a rugged lifestyle, and making it up there. And the funny thing is, these so-called people who are rapping about this, talking about this in their music, don't even experience it. So they feel like they need to lie to portray this certain lifestyle in order to be the in thing. Because a lot of people tend to romanticize struggle in this day and age, as in, especially in the Black community. I'm sorry. We romanticize struggle so much to the point where it's a common theme when it comes to success stories. I had to go through such hard times. I had a hard time in life. Just admit it. Your mom paid for your school and you lived in the suburbs all your life. It's not everyday struggle. It's okay. It's okay. But we see 2 different extremes. We see someone glorifying the struggle and talking about the hood in a condescending manner and talking about all the bad stuff they've done. Or they're talking about the hood in a past tense and basically introducing the fact that they're now rich, they're now wealthy, there's all sorts of advantages that they now have because they're out of the hood, and basically big up all the people there. Now we see that in the more male-dominated side of rap, but for the women's side of rap, can we say it's the same thing? Comment down below. What do you think? Do you feel like it's only in the trends where men talk about this kind of thing, or do you feel like women also talk about the same kind of thing? Because in my personal opinion, I would say women do exactly the same way, but they do it stylishly. They're not going ahead to be so vulgar and abrupt with it. They do almost exactly the same thing. It's just that men are more, I've been in the hood and I've been smoking all this weed and we doing all these things and we getting jiggy with it. That's what it sounds like in my head. But women, it's kind of just sultry, and that girl, we're hot girl-ish. Anyways. Now, my issue with that kind of lifestyle being perpetuated is that people want to live that lifestyle by force because of the fact that they're listening to it in their faves music. And why would you want to live in struggle? Why do you want to relate to that kind of lifestyle? And if you're not exactly relating to that kind of lifestyle or want to live that lifestyle, why do you so want to live vicariously through these artists talking about the fact that they're living in wealth? And then now you start to see a new wave of SoundCloud artists talking about them living in the hood and them literally driving rented cars and flaunting all sorts of fake copied money in their music videos. Surrey, I'm looking at you. Surrey, BC, Edmonton, Toronto, I'm looking at you. Just because you live in Brampton does not mean you live in the hood. Just because you live in Scarborough does not mean you live in the hood. Just because, okay, I can't say Wally because Wally is actually, but still, just because you live in Guildford does not mean you live in the hood. Even though Guildford looks like the hood. But you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, bruv. You know.
You're not ashamed of yourself. Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
Back to the video. Next up, we have clothing. Now for men, we see it as a trend for them to go ahead and wear big brands or big chains, very luxurious looking clothes in general, and that just seems to be their trademark. But for women, it seems to be that they kind of take their inspo for their clothing, their hair, their makeup, their nails, very hood based. And when I say hood based, it's kind of like this notion that people tend to think if there's a whole bunch of colors and designs on something, all of a sudden it's hood. All of a sudden it is ghetto. But now we see that being hood is cool. Looking ghetto is in. Everyone wants a super long nails and the different abstract shapes, and they want the Versace and the Gucci and the Dolce & Gabbana written on their nails. Because it just, everyone just wants to look like that now. And then the hair has to be super luscious, big curls, very crazy colors. The outfits are very like abstract and different. We're seeing a lot of that. But the thing is, the hood is not an inspo project. The hood shouldn't be a cash cow. The hood is not an aesthetic. It's a lifestyle. You shouldn't just take bits and pieces and decorate it in some lavishness and then all of a sudden it is now marketable. It's almost like when big brands like Fashion Nova and Pretty Little Things go ahead and rip off small black-owned businesses and they recycle what they've done and they put a little, just a little manual labor in that, put a little maybe some, luxurious color to it or luxurious fabric to it a little, and then voila, it's a new piece of art. It's a now chic ghetto. I hope I'm making sense. Basically ripping off something and making it yours, but not giving credit to it or making it seem like you invented it. Make sense? But everybody looks the same. Everybody looks the same. Everybody is fitting in this hood aesthetic. Maybe it's the way they talk. Maybe it's the way they look. Why are you guys all looking the same? So then it's no longer that you are trying to advertise your music. You're advertising your image. That's what it looks like to me. You're not going ahead to advertise your music. You're advertising the look behind your music to get sales because people want to be and look like you. Okay. That's fine. But just make sure you make it clear you are an image rapper, not a real rapper. Okay? Okay. Because rap is an actual form of art. In case we've forgotten. But anyways, that leads up to my next point. Music. Music is the core part of rap. It's the bread and butter. It's the bacon, lettuce, and tomatoes with the cheese and a little bit of mayo at the top. It's what makes you a rapper, your music. However, why is that majority of these new rappers are now just using instrumentals from the 90s to push their music? Why are we just literally beckoning on and sitting on the fact that because your engineer is giving you instrumentals and music inspo from the 90s, all of a sudden you're just gonna chill and rest on that? You have no single with an original beat and original sound and original lyrics to push your actual career. Doesn't that seem a little odd? Doesn't that seem a little odd? Doesn't that like just seem weird to somebody? I can't be the only one. Please tell me I'm not the only one, because I'm actually good. Like, and then you wonder why you can't penetrate into a bigger audience when all you're settling on is nostalgia. And I'm going to point out the fact that nostalgia does sell. That's the reason why a lot of these so-called new artists who are going ahead to use 90s instrumental are actually able to make sales. But the thing is, after your nostalgic music, what else do you have? What else do you have? Are you giving us any originality? You can get your inspo from the 90s all you want, but if you're not able to give us something fresh and new that makes you stand out as an artist, you look like everybody else. You look basic. Is that what you want? Is that what you want? To look basic? To look unoriginal? To look like a problem? I don't think you want that. We both don't want that. My main gripe with all that I've said is that the lack of individuality. When you see new artists who are going ahead to push the boundaries and look different from all these other artists that participate in aesthetic culture, they don't make as many sales. They are underrated, they're overlooked, and their talent goes to waste. They're not making the money they deserve to make because they don't look like everybody else. It's unfortunate that some of these artists have to grind for years and years and years to just get a little bit of notice. Why? One artist in particular that I really am ranting and raving about right now is Chica. First, her rhymes and her lyrics are sick. There is actually a movie where they recently used her rhymes. I'm gonna put it on the screen. Amazing. If you haven't checked it out, it's on Netflix. Amazing. And Jamie Foxx was in it. Jamie Foxx is fun. Girl, Jamie. Anyways, let me stop. He's too old for me. Chica is also Nigerian. So, okay, sorry. As you know, I love my people, so I have to like just a little bit. She really stands out and makes a statement with her music, and I absolutely love it. Love it. And here's some other artists I'm gonna put on the sides that definitely stand out for their artistry, their look, and what they talk about in their music. And one of the reasons why I also want these artists to get their money, especially when they're pushing hard on their lyrics and their artistry, is because some of these deals that these artists are given, my God, it's not a foreign concept. It's not a foreign concept because TLC talked about it back in the day. If you do not know what I'm talking about, I'm going to link it down below so you can check it out. TLC talking about how they literally have to pay so many dues and so many fees before they can actually get the money that's owed to them. Kanye West literally talked about it a couple days ago on Twitter, where he was just going on a full-blown rant about it. And there was a whole bunch of artists in the 90s who even talked about it as well, even now. And I'm going to link some of their interviews, their thoughts, and some articles down below, so please check it out. As viewers, as listeners, we need to constantly be searching out new music. We should celebrate artists that allow themselves to express themselves in different mediums and forms that make them stand out from everyone else, especially in the music industry, especially in the rap industry. If you'd like to see more of my face and more of my kind of content, please subscribe down below and hit that notification bell on the side. Also hit that thumbs up button. If you have any thoughts at all, please let me know down below. What is your thoughts on aesthetic culture in the rap industry? Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think I'm right? Or do you think there's certain things that I missed? Should I make a part 2 to this video? Please let me know down below and let's have a conversation going. If you haven't checked out all my other social media platforms, here they are on the side, and I do post consistent content. Well, next week I am posting consistent content because, as you know, school started, so I'm like in a frenzy. But I promise I'll come back with the consistent content. Once again, I'm your fave frustrated creative, Shirley, signing out of this video. And remember, God made you special and He loves you very much, and you can do anything you set your mind to. All right, peace.
You know what I'm talking about? Bring it back.